In this video, I'm going to show you how to build this nice little planter box. It's 2 feet by 2 feet with a 6-foot center post for hanging baskets or string lights. And as always, I'll have the build plans linked below in the video description. We're going to start by cutting our pieces. We're going to need 12 pieces at 5.5 inches wide, which is the full width of a fence picket, or roughly there. And they're going to be 24 inches long. These are going to be all 4 sides. We'll need 4 pieces at 17.5 inches long by 5.5 inches wide. These are going to be the legs that we'll later rip down with the table saw to make 8 pieces that are going to be the L-shaped legs that I like to use for the planter boxes. And then we're going to need 4 pieces for the floor, 5.5 inches wide by 23 inches long. And the post is just going to be a 4x4 that it's cut down to 6 feet, or you can just buy a 6-footer if you'd like. And that's going to be held in using some scrap 2x6s in this build. The build plans I have, I think I'm using fence pickets to hold that in, which work just as well. Now we're ripping our legs to length. These are 17.5 inch pieces. We're going to cut them to 3 inches and 2.5 inches, 4 of each. And then we're going to use that Titebond 3, that exterior wood glue, and some 1-inch brad nails to make some L legs. There's going to be 4 of these. If you've been watching my videos for a while now, you'll know that the L legs are my favorite go-to for the planter boxes. It makes everything very easy and simple when it comes to assembly. But the build plans I have available for this, I think I'm using some 2x2s for the legs. So this is a little bit different than the plans I have, but it's very similar. But all in all, it's the same size planter. Once the legs are together, we'll start with the sides. Each side is going to have 3 pieces at 24 inches. And like I said before, you can use 1-inch deck screws for these. That's what I like to use other than the nails. I go back and forth between the two. I think they work just as well. If you have fence pickets that are really like warped, sometimes the screws work better to flatten those out and hold them into place. But nails work just as well. And really, it's the glue that holds it all together. Once we have our 2 sides done, we'll add some glue to the edges there and add the other 6 pieces in the same manner that we did before with the Titebond 3 and 1-inch brads. Then to complete the box, we'll add glue to the other side and just put it on the top, line it all up, make sure it's flush, and add the nails. Once it's all nailed in place, we can add the floor trim. And the floor trim is just some 1.5 inch strips that I ripped to fit nicely inside the bottom of the box. I'm going to put one on each side, and this is what the floor will rest on. If you want it a little bit shallower, you can move it up to the second board if you'd like, but I like to keep it at the bottom. And for the floor, we're just going to drop in our pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4 that are 5.5 inches wide, and then a 2-inch piece, I believe, will fill in that little gap. Just ran some Titebond 3 in the nails. And this is the 6-foot 4x4 post with the scrap 2x6s that I had. I just found the center of the 2x6 and lined it up on the post. These 2x6s, I believe, are 23 inches. They're going to be the same length as the floorboards. I'm using some 3-inch screws to hold it all into place. Then we're going to flip it over and line up the other 2x6. And you can use 2x4 for this. I've used fence pickets for this. It doesn't really matter. It's just to hold the post into place inside the planter box. And once we have it all screwed into place, we'll be able to drop it right inside the planter. And once it's dropped in the planter, we'll just screw it in from the sides, running some 2-inch screws right into those 2x6s. About 2 or 3 on each 2x6. Then lastly, we're going to add the trim, which is my least favorite part, but I 45'd all of them and got them to line up pretty good. But you can also just square them up and do it that way. That's a lot easier, a lot faster. And if you're going to put the trim on, make sure you're using glue, because if you don't use the glue, they'll just pull right off every time you try to move the planter box. The glue is pretty key when it comes to the trim. And just like that, we have our little planter box with the post. Perfect for hanging stringing lights or hanging baskets. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.